Like truthfully right now, it just looks like I have some kind of a disease, but you know, it's gonna be glam. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, guess what we're doing? We are creating this fall makeup tutorial using the new Mothership VI palette. I know, look at this fucking packaging, are you kidding me? Like, you kidding me? It's not in here. We are going to be dipping in, and this is the look that I created. All right guys, if you wanna see how I created this look, keep watching. Cool, so we're gonna start off with the eyes because, like, why would I make you wait? You know what I mean? Like, why wait? Let's just get into the good shit. Start getting excited, motherfucker. Let's take a look at this real goodness right here. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So this is number 6. We have Pat McGrath Labs Mothership palette number 6. This is, fuck, what's it called? Something sunset or some shit. Midnight Sun. So for those of you who may not know, I do work with Pat and I create the close-up eye shots that are on her Instagram for social media. You're gonna see them on Instagram. They may have slipped into your Sephora emails, on Pinterest, in ads. They're basically all over social media. So I have actually had this palette. This is fresh, this is new. This is my first real palette. I have had these single shadows for a while now. So I have been playing with them and you're gonna be seeing all of my looks coming out. A couple of them have already been posted. I just thought this is such a beautiful fall palette and we're gonna go in, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start off by priming my eyes. I've already got like just a rudimentary filling of my eyebrows. We're gonna fix them later on. So I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer. Neutralize the color and this creates a really smooth and blendable base for the shadows. So I'm going to be starting off, I'm not gonna read the names because like that's just annoying. So I'm gonna be starting off with the transition shade. It is the lightest matte shade in the palette. I wanna go like warm tones because this is fall, all right? So I'm picking this up on a fluffy brush. This has no name. I don't know, this isn't a Morphe brush, but it came from somewhere. I'm gonna make this shit smoky. We're going glam today. So I picked this brush because it's very fluffy and blendable. And I'm gonna bring it right up underneath my eyebrow. And I'm basically just going to be placing down like a wash of this color all above the crease, like all the way up to my eyebrow. If it looks messy at first, like I just put that down, it looks kind of messy. I'm gonna wipe off my brush and then go in with no additional product and just blend. And I'm gonna build up that shadow until I feel like I have the most payoff in the crease. Now I'm gonna pick up the Sigma Firm Blender. This is the E44 brush, and I'm going to start going in with that like warm sort of terracotta red shade right in the crease and just kind of concentrating it like right above the crease. And then I'm gonna turn my brush like that. Then I can use it to kind of like blend, create like a sweeping motion. Just quickly, this is not how I do my looks for Pat McGrath. It's a much different situation. This is how I do my looks if I'm gonna be wearing this makeup. I have said before that I will do a video on how I actually do my makeup looks for Pat, like shooting wise. Let me know if you want to see that. Now I'm picking up the Sigma Detailed Diffuse Crease Brush. It's the E33, and I'm gonna go back in with that light shade, the transition shade, and I'm just going to blend over that red. And then I'm gonna go back in with that first brush, just like blend over all of the shadows together. Now I'm gonna pick up that dark brown shade and I'm going to focus it on the outer corner of the eyes. Kind of creating like a cat eye situation. I'm using that Firm Blender brush again. I'm really into winging out my shadows and I like to use my lower lash line as a guide. If you're doing winged liner or if you want to wing your eyeshadow, using your lower lash line as a guide, like looking down into a mirror and then lining it up with like the direction that your lower lash line is going up. All right, so now that I have that dark brown down, I'm not going to worry about the lid area, but I want to make sure that I'm kind of like blending that into the rest of the shades. Once again, I'm gonna pick up that first blender brush and go really lightly around the edges. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this right now because I can do a lot of cleanup when I have my face makeup on. Like I wanna wait until I have my foundation on. So I'm gonna go in with this orange shade and I'm gonna be applying this with my finger because this is very, very pigmented. So I'm gonna be placing this all over the lid, bringing it right to the front of the inner corner. So especially if I'm not doing a cut crease, because my eyes tend to be a little bit hooded, when I look up, it hits like the top. So rather than trying to keep it super clean, I'll just take like what's left over on the edge of my finger and tap it into the crease. So it kind of like, you're just kind of like blending it into that matte shade. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of that Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer and I'm gonna run it along my lower lash line. This might seem kind of strange. It's kind of unnecessary, but I don't know. I've been doing it lately. Just gonna run it like basically where my eye bag is. It just ensures like the most payoff. This Melt Cosmetics eyeliner is so bomb. It's Roselense And it's kind of like just it matches the top shade so beautifully. So I think I'm gonna go in with that. And I'm also gonna kind of drag it down on the lower lash line, because I feel like it just kind of opens up the eyes. So I'm gonna take this little guy by Sigma. This is a bomb-ass brush, Precision Firm Blender Mini, I think. It's great for the lower lash line because it's super tiny. And I'm gonna kind of like run that underneath, just along like my eye bag. And I'm gonna bring it up kind of like that, if that makes any sense. It's gonna look crazy at first, but I'm sort of working in reverse. Don't worry about taking it too low because I haven't done my face makeup yet, so. Now, using that same, yeah, I look awful. So now using that same brush, I'm going to pick up that super dark brown and I'm gonna run it just underneath that liner, taking it about halfway and connecting it up to the top, kind of like following that line. And listen, if this smoke is too much for you, use a smaller brush, keep it tighter. Again, we can do so much cleanup when we go in with like concealer and stuff like that because we are doing our eyes first. I was going to take the foil down here, but I think what I'm gonna do is pick up that red shade and just tap it and then kind of like keep it right under here and then blend into the other two. Because I don't really wanna take that red everywhere. This is like zombie glam, you know what I'm saying? All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the Pat McGrath Perma Precision Liquid Eyeliner. So this is probably the only felt tip liner that I really like. There's a lot of felt tip liners out there that are just like very hard to use. This is very flexible, which is really nice. You know what's not a good idea? Doing an entire wing and then trying to replicate it on the other side. It was a bad idea. So I really didn't get that much fallout, just like a little bit underneath my eyes. I don't know if you guys are picking that up, it's just the cat, she's being annoying. I'm going to prime my face. I'm gonna mix the Glossier Priming Moisturizer with the Glossier Invisible Shield Primer. And by primer, I mean sunscreen. Basically just working this into the skin. I'm gonna do a little bit of color correcting underneath my eyes with my Ben Nye color wheel. All right, for my foundation, I'm going to be going in with the Natasha Denona Foundation X Plus. So I'm just using a big fluffy brush from Morphe. This is the M521, placing it in the areas that are kind of tough to get to. This foundation is so nice because it's really full coverage, but it's super lightweight. You don't really feel it on the skin, and it's just much more comfortable that way. I'm like not even trying to not get in my hairline right now. For my concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Benefit Boi-ing Cakeless Concealer in number 3, and I'm gonna be blending that out with my Elcie Cosmetics Velvet Sponge. All right, I'm gonna do some contouring with my KKW Beauty Contour Stick. This is in the shade Light Medium. And I'm just going to be hitting my cheekbones, around my jawline, contour my nose, and then I like to contour my lips. If you haven't seen that video, then I will pop a little card in here if you want to see it. All right, I'm gonna go in with the Elcie Cosmetics Light Medium Setting Powder to set my under eyes. And I'm gonna take this right underneath that eyeshadow. So kind of going over it, and then this is going to allow me to blend if I need to like clean anything up. Because right now I feel like it's a little bit harsh and I kind of want to fix that blend. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics Translucent Setting Powder. All right, for my bronzer, I'm gonna go in with the BH Cosmetics, what's this called? Golden Gal Bronzer. This is such a good, affordable, and beautiful shade. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a new bronzer, especially if you're fair. And I'm going to hit the high points of my face for the most part, using the M510 brush by Morphe. In keeping with my hair, despite the fact that it's basically gray now, I am going to be using the ColourPop Shortcake blush. Your blush color is going to depend completely on your hair color, your undertones, your eye color, whatever you think is flattering on you. If my hair were not this color right now, I would definitely be going for something a little bit more on the peachy side. So for my highlight, I want to use something that's going to be a little bit more golden to kind of tie in the eyes. My eyes are drying out so bad. And I am 100% when it comes to a beam and highlight, especially in the fall. Matte skin, I'm down, but like you need that highlight, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be going in with the Iced highlighter. This is the Flex Highlighter by Milk Makeup. And I'm gonna be hitting all the high points of the face. I'm gonna highlight the fuck out of that breakout because who cares? Also going to hit my brow bone with that. I can't believe I haven't done this yet. I'm going to go back into the palette. I'm gonna grab this gold shade and I'm going to put this in my inner corner. I'm gonna be placing this right in here. Kind of turning my brush and just patting. All right, before I do anything else, I'm gonna go in and set my face using the Kylie Cosmetics setting spray. Now, before I finish off the eyes, I want to fix these brows. So I'm going to set them with some soap. I use the Dr. Bronner soap. And then after I let that sit for a minute, I'm gonna go in with the Glossier Brow Flick in brown. Okay, I just realized that I never fixed my blending when I put my powders down. So I'm going to take that really fluffy brush and I might just pick up a tiny bit of our transition shade that we started with. I'm gonna use this to kind of like literally hardly touching it, blend around those edges. So we have like basically no product on the brush. I just focused it right on the tip. If you're worried about getting too smoky down here, obviously don't use a brush this big. All right, I'm gonna curl my lashes and go in with a few coats of the Hourglass Caution Mascara. I've got these lashes from Blinking Beauty, and look how pretty this packaging is. Ooh, I like them, they're kind of sultry. All right, cool, I'm gonna use those ones. So these are the number 3s. Wow, sometimes I'm really bad at applying fake eyelashes. All right, for my lips, I'm a little bit torn because this is a fall tutorial, so I kind of wanna use this color. So I'm gonna start off by lining my lips with Dime by Dose of Colors. All right, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of contouring with a darker shade. This is Stone by MAC. And then I'm gonna go in with the Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color by MAC. This is So Me. I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Free Burgundy shade. All right, guys, and this is the finished makeup look. I hope that you enjoyed the look that I created. This is very like old school Alex, like this lip with like a super smoky eye. This is like a throwback right now. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what your thoughts are on this palette in the comments down below, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.